Alright, so boom, we back with another hit. Can't Stop, Won't Quit. My opinion on every 2025 XXL Freshman. When I did a live stream reacting to the list coming out, there were some familiar faces and some people that I never heard of. And I love when that happens because it instantly gives me a fresh new crop of people to listen to. I've noticed a long time ago that your average person does not actually care about being put hip to new rappers when it comes to the freshman list. That's why when the list comes out, y'all immediately start whining and call it trash because you don't know most of the people on it, or because the rappers you like didn't make it onto the cover. You not knowing half or most of the people on the cover doesn't make it a bad list, but a lot of y'all are super casuals and that's what y'all base it off of. I'm going to speak on this again at the end of this video, and also check out my video of the real truth about the XXL freshman list. I promise you, not a single person can refute what I said in that video. That video was not my opinion, that was all facts. And now let's get to the first person.
Switch game with extensions. I'm still independent. I ain't never saw my soul.
I believe this is the first time I've ever done this for my opinion on every yearly freshman video. We're actually going to start with the artist that I had as the worst freshman based on my first impression of them. Before I dove deeper into his music, I thought this man was supremely ass. And due to that weak first impression, periodically I'm going to refer to this man as Loe Shimmy.
Now, Shitty has 7 projects. I decided to only play 3 of them: Zombieland and World War Z that came out in 2020, and Zombieland 2 from 2024. I picked these 3 to see what that 4-year difference was like. Has he changed his style or sound at all since the pandemic? And I actually want to give him half props for the Zombieland 1 tape and World War Z tape. I say half props because I enjoyed half the tape in both instances, 3 out of 6 tracks. On Zombieland, give me Remorse, No Discussion,
You don't know how I make you feel after. They say you gon' take off just like NASA. If he's hitting, but be away faster.
and TNT.
I get passed through the meth from the mob ties. In a booth every day, I'm in overdrive. I've been late for too long, how you still alive?
For World War Z, I liked Maybach, Payback. I almost like They Gon' See Me until I started yawning while it played. But bro, the best song on this tape is XD9.
Stay on my grind, I gotta watch my slime. I'm in here with a 20 round in my SD9.
But now for Zombieland 2. Let me get the biggest reason out the way on why I don't like this man that much. This whiny ass voice. A Loe Shitty song can be made or broken solely based on how scratchy his voice is sounding at the time. What he raps about, he's one of those pain music rappers. He discusses the people in his life that tried to stop him from succeeding, how he always gotta stay strapped to watch out for his ops, and tracks speaking on women, talking about lost love. He be on his simping stuff too.
I walk into Vinci. Told that bitch I was trying to fuck, but she playing hard to get her. I pay for that shit if you let me.
He went 13 for 24 on Zombieland 2. The songs I disliked are highlighted in red, such as the first 4 songs, Miami, Dirty Soda Junkie with Bees. You can keep all those. My favorite song on the whole tape, ironically it sounds like he's rapping over a Cardo Got Wings beat, is Walkin' Minute Maid. That song was nice.
Yeah, I'm in the trap, I run okay, I'm pushing some more weight. I'm so that I can feel my face, I just put up an 8.
I didn't have any strong issues with the first 2 tapes I heard, but as soon as Zombieland 2 starts, the track Pray for Peace.
And if it's so fine, can't get her off my mind, I'ma sweep her right off of her feet.
He did not sound like this at all back in 2020, but his newer songs in 2024 sound like that. Another song he made that I was disgusted by when I first heard it is on Zombieland 2. That was the song that I played when I introduced the entry, which is Let It Out. Switch game with extension. I stay independent. I ain't never sell my soul. I came from the trenches. I started thinking, bro, between the years 2020 and 2024, did this nigga get shot or something? Did he become a chain smoker? Why is his voice so damn high nowadays?
Half of the songs that modern day Shitty makes is ruined because of this. I don't mind his flows, I don't mind what he raps about. It's just the voice. To get an idea, this is pretty much what happened. Let's take a very simple set of lines like this. I'm in love with that drink, I be fiending. Watch out for these hoes, they some heathens. Mess with me, you gon' end up not breathing. 2020 Loe Shimmy would say it in a normal voice like this. I'm in love with that drink, I be fiending. Watch out for these hoes, they some heathens. Mess with me, you gon' end up not breathing. 2024 and 2025 Loe Shitty would say it like this.
I'm in love with that drink, I be fiending. Watch out for these hoes, they some heathens. Mess with me, you gon' end up not breathing.
Due to this downgrade of a sound, he has records where he sounds like a derivative of Young Boy Never Broke Again. Anybody that tells y'all, what you talking about? Shimmy don't sound nothing like Youngboy. Don't listen to those people. They're 100% lying. Loe is just a Florida version of Youngboy. Just check out his songs X.
She keep asking how I got these scars, them bullets graze me.
And Crystal Clear, and you'll hear it.
I'm in my bag for real. I got to, I can grab the wheel. They made me mad, I killed him.
I was about to end this shitty segment here, but there is a song he's just dropped on June 25th. When I heard the beat drop, I said, ooh, okay, is this the moment? Is this the moment where we're finally about to hear a good song from 2025 Shitty Loe? I had high hopes until this man opened his damn mouth.
He not in his right mind. I be that pussy right to sleep. She say it's nighttime. This label offers.
After hearing his new song To Be Movie, that's when I officially made up my mind. Unless this man stopped chain smoking or he gets unshot, I can't listen to him, man. He's too hit or miss for me. He'll have songs where his voice sounds normal, so it'll lead to a good track like Ain't Enough or Jay-Z with BOP Culture. But if he keeps up this then you can keep him, bro. Buddy is ass.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, start letting shit.
GELO is XXL's. Alright, XXL. Y'all got it, bruh. Y'all got it. Choice for this year's list. Sometimes they be choosing people where I understand the hatred that they get. It seems like they pick meme artists or internet personalities as opposed to people with established music careers. At this point in 2025, I'm not surprised at all. After they chose Ruby Rose in 2021, after they chose I Went From Rags to Riches in 2022, I don't put it past these people to choose anybody.
This GELO entry is about to be the shortest one because the nigga doesn't have any music. He has 15 videos on his YouTube channel, and out of that 15, there's only 5 actual songs. The other 11 videos are either vlogs, video trailers, or lyric videos. So since this G League reject only has 5 songs, I'ma just talk about those 5 and we can go on to the next person. The obvious hit he has is Tweaker. The only thing I don't like about this song is the long ass build up. It always bugged me that the hook and the beat drop doesn't happen until 20 seconds into the song. But that hook is outrageously catchy. One thing that's not outrageously catchy is the verse on the remix from the most watched rapper of all time, Lil Wayne. GELO was riding so high from this record and Weezy just had to come mess it up.
Weaklings, baby, they coming with that weak shit, baby. You know I cook a rapper ass like I eat shit, baby.
You know I'll cook a rapper's ass like I eat shit, baby. You know what? I never thought about this. We all should have known the Carter 6 was going to be an average album after hearing this verse on the Tweaker remix. I don't know one person that's playing the remix over the original version. His next record that had a way better feature artist on it and Glorilla was Can You Please. GELO did his thing on this song. I ain't no Simpson, but a yellow bitch and my homer blues are head triggers in the mag like Mackie, they'll split your dome up. But admittedly, I go back to this track to hear that freak shit from Glorilla. This is one of Glow's best verses ever. She went harder on this feature than she does in some of her own songs.
Can you please lift the cliff for me? I ain't the type to beg, but I ain't hit no head in about a week.
Oh, gang. His next record, Law and Order, is a solid record too. His voice be matching perfectly with the beats he chooses. This piano trap beat paired with 2 guns on my hip, this bitch feel like it's Law and Order. This is nice too. He's 3 for 4 on his song so far.
2 guns on my hip, this bitch feel like it's Law and Order. You know I stay lit, I just rolled up a fucking quarter.
Finally, his most recent song, Booted Up. Did GELO go 4 for 5 on his songs or is he 3 for 5 with another miss? I'll have to say he 3 for 5. I didn't care with Booted Up. He inconsistent with the music just like he was inconsistent on the court. But there's nothing overly wrong with Booted Up. There's just nothing really catchy or engaging about the song either like his other records have. The funny thing about me not liking this song that much is GELO himself said this is not even one of his top favorites. I watched his Way Up interview and Angela was asking him about his music videos and she said, I feel like Booted Up should have had a music video for it already. And GELO was like, you think so? I got songs that I like a lot more than that one.
What about music videos? Because I know...
Yeah, I'm gonna add some music videos on there.
I was thinking Booted Up should have been a video already.
Think so? I got songs I like a lot more than that too though.
Yeah, dude literally has 5 songs and one of them is a remix to the first song he made. I'm not surprised in the slightest that he became a freshman this year because XXL will literally choose anyone that has a hot song. But shout out to GELO either way. Him and his brothers are literally a goated trio for all getting their bag in their own way.
Scream motherfucking bang, nigga. Scream motherfucking bang, nigga. Scream motherfucking.
This girl sounds like Dej Loaf, Doja Cat, and Coi Leray all in one person. I swear for Lord. I swear for Lord. The whole time I was listening to Samara Cyn's music, all I can notice is how much she sounds like other people. In terms of who she favors the most, it's most certainly Doja. Samara fans can take this as an insult if they want to. I don't really care. Samara Cyn is just Doja Cat 2.0 if we being for real. Do y'all remember that song So High that Doja made way back in 2014? Yeah, Samara sounds very similar to this. Even if Samara Cyn herself came out and said, I don't sound nothing like Doja Cat. Oh my goodness, why do people keep saying that? I would be like, girl, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Even in her rapping voice, you can hear the resemblance, like on her song Chrome.
I'm contemplating the extent to which I play the game and figure how to give them keys when they don't know my name.
First off, in regards to the type of music she makes, it's very neo-soulish, soulful. It's pretty much that, a mixture between hip-hop and neo-soul. The type of music where you can just catch a vibe from, you lay down looking at the sky or something. Oh, especially if you're a smoker, man. Oh yeah, if you're a smoker, Samara's music will be the perfect thing to put on if you just want to lay up, get high, and have something nice playing in the background.
She has a song called Wake Up that's perfect for that setting. Ironically, in the hook, she's repeatedly saying, don't smoke that, don't smoke that.
Nigga, don't smoke that, don't smoke that, don't smoke that, don't smoke that.
But forget her, roll up and play that song. As long as you don't smoke cigs. I don't respect people that smoke cigs. One of her best songs where she meshes this style really well, a soulful, vibey beat, but her rap flow is top tier, is Moving Day. I super recommend this song.
Watch the movie right now, I don't see no complications. Instead, I keep an ear, I still don't mind them conversations.
And then one of her best rappity rap songs, period, is the song that I played when I introduced her. And that's Motherfuck the Bank.
Give grace for black boy, came from broken homes. Hold the world, it's amazing how we hold this on. So I hold mine too.
Now, if you want a song that sounds more like a poppy dance record, then certainly check out Katana. It has a Pharrell vibe to it with the, everybody get up, hey, 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 hey. She only has 2 projects and they're both EPs, The Drive Home and Backroads, and they add up to 12 songs total. She went 5 for 12 to me. Poppin' Olive was ruined by Shurin. I would have let that song pass if it was just her. Hard Headed, I only really enjoyed the hook. Brand New Teeth, Smino rapping at the end of his verse was the only highlight for me. The only song she has that I overly dislike is Bad Brain. I don't know why she decided to sing in the way she did here, but it really bugs me.
All these little voices in my voice gon' drive a bitch insane as I'm talking, feeling.
Absolutely not. One of the songs that gives Dej Loaf vibes is one of the verses in 100 Square Feet. Listen to this.
Gon' put you in the barrel with me, riding and you dying with me, feeling like you lying to me every time you.
And then an instance where she gives Coi Leray vibes is on Summer's Turning.
They got rid of me, yeah, did me 30, yeah, almost 30, huh? You so flirty, huh?
That, yeah, is all Coi.
But my absolute favorite song from Cyn, when I heard this, I was super impressed. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, was Magnolia Rain.
Anybody that listens to this girl's music and say, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't hear Doja Cat, I don't hear Dej Loaf, you are most definitely choosing to be ignorant because she sounds exactly like them. But the thing is, it's not really a negative. Samara is still one of the best people on this list, and from what I've heard, she deserves the support she's been getting.
Yeah, man, I stole the bandwagon when I flashed my teeth. When you live it by just living in the lifestyle free.
These niggas fucked up letting me win. Thought I was done, but I did it again.
Let me just say that his lunch break freestyle had me turned. He was flowing on this damn beat. This is the first thing I recommend y'all go watch. This performance was also his song Tree on the Hill, so you can go listen to that song too to get the same heat. My favorite line the whole thing was, none of this shit makes me bulletproof, bro. I don't see what's the point of me buying designer. I was like, he's spitting. So let me get this out the way right now. This dude is outrageously depressed. Like, seeing Nino Paid in a good mood is more rare than hearing a good song from Loe Shimmy. Nino is this year's Polo G. I played 2 tapes from him, Can't Go Back from April 2024 and Love Me As I Am from February 2025. I didn't even have to get that far into Can't Go Back. Every damn song was about, I made it out the trenches and I ain't never going back. I remember the days when I was down. I take drugs to overcome my stress and my pain. I got anger problems like my father. So for that, I gotta go farther.
I do unfortunately have to admit that if you've heard just 10 songs from Can't Go Back, then you've pretty much heard every Nino Paid song. But I will also admit, the shit still be fire. Obviously not every song is a hit, but his production choices greatly benefits him because he doesn't choose any boring stuff. Although he raps about a lot of darker topics, he chooses beats that have a lot of bounce and energy to them to where it makes you pay attention to the song.
He has a song called Chapagane. Bro, this beat this beat sounds like Gran Turismo racing music.
I was broke, I was driving my mom whip. I was robbing you niggas and standing on corners with killers and youngers who bomb shit.
Some lines that stuck out to me was like on his song JB Couch. He said, if I go broke tomorrow, then it's all on me.
Gonna be alright, just if I go broke tomorrow, then it's all on me. Need a shoulder to lean, you can call on him.
I like the line because the track was one of those, I remember back when we was here and we didn't have nothing. Now that we here, we gotta do everything we can to stay. Similarly, he has a line in his song Fall Off where he said, I can't be one of them niggas that fall off. Now I got white folks in my call log.
I can't be one of them niggas that fall off. Now I got white folks in my call log. I had a vision, I'm hoping we all ball.
I love how different his voice sounded than usual on the song Natural Causes. He made this hella catchy with how he was rapping.
I got some niggas who text me and tell me they proud of me every time I come around. I know some niggas who laugh, I was on my ass.
I know some niggas I fell off bad with. I'm still hoping you making it far. I got some niggas who text me and tell me they proud of me every time I come around. I know some niggas who laughed, I was on my ass. Them niggas can't play with me now. This is probably about to be my most played song from him. The last song I want to highlight from this tape is When I Was Young. This song was deep. One line that instantly caught me off guard was,
I've been in therapy since I was 9, cause that's when I first wished I was dead.
In this record, he talks about being in foster care and how hard that messed him up, how difficult it was being taken away from his mom, and how one of his siblings that he got separated from, he still hasn't gotten back in contact with him. This line right here was so hard. I had 3 siblings coming up.
So it's crazy how they split us up. But if anybody named Raekwon and you hearing this, little bro, what's up?
If anybody out there named Raekwon and you hearing this, little bro, what's up? That one line is better than some people's entire albums. I'm not going to bother highlighting any songs from the Love Me As I Am tape because it's the same type of project as Can't Go Back. I still recommend listening to both. If you like one, you're gonna like the other one. Oh Lord, speaking of Polo G, turns out Nino and Polo G have a song together. Go figure. I would listen to it if it was a solo Nino song, but since Polo is involved, I already know that's ass. Every song from both of these Nino tapes is better than every song on that boring ass Hood Poet album. So yeah, Nino Paid, certainly one of the best people on the list. He deserves this moment for sure because I found one of his older songs from 2017, back when he used to go by the name Zeal. He has a song called Change. The music video only has 700 views, and I'm glad that he doesn't sound like this anymore.
Remember when a nigga almost had a baby? This shit is crazy. My shit is crazy. I fucked up in the head, I think I'm going crazy. This for my sister and my brothers and my uncles too. A lot of pain up in my heart, don't know what I've been through.
Hell no. Hell no.
Had to stop being broke cause you could die from it. Shit, my pop's name Ricky, he gon' die running.
I instantly wasn't that interested in Vaughn when I heard certain things about him. One, he just started to blow up and get his name out there more and more due to his beef with Joey Badass. If you are beefing with Joey Badass, I already know you're bored as hell and you ain't got nothing to do. Going back and forth with Joey Badass, like, come on now. Vaughn, I'm sure there's something out there that's worth more of your time. One thing that I really have to say, people need to stop acting like Vaughn is more known than what he really is. I honestly feel like y'all let internet views cloud over real life. That stream highlight that I uploaded of me reacting to the freshman list announcement video, somebody commented on that video saying Vaughn shouldn't even be a freshman. He's been out and he's been known. Saying Vaughn has been known is crazy. I immediately told that viewer, like, bro, don't nobody know who this nigga is, bro. Please stop. Most people just found out about him due to his beef with Joey Badass. Like, stop. And this comment is not the only one. I've been seeing a gang of people say Vaughn is the most known person on the list. He don't need to be here. I'm like, what? Who do y'all think this nigga is, bro? I'm speaking directly to Ray Vaughn fans when I say this. I know that y'all like him and all, but y'all, please stop. Y'all are acting like this man is a household name and everybody knows who he is, and that's far from being the case. My second issue with him is because he's affiliated with TDE. I have made it clear on my channel that I don't like anybody from that label, so once you start waving the TDE flag, that's my cue to not care about your music. Apparently, he's been signed with TDE for 5 years now, and I've never heard of this dude before this year. I'm going to put my hatred for TDE artists aside and look at dude through an honest lens, and even looking at Ray through an honest lens, he's still ass.
One of his songs from summer 2019, I got scared when I heard this because this sounded like a Lil TJ or Roddy Ricch record.
I really came up from the project, ain't got no options. I was lying with my chops, scheming and plotting.
And this was before he signed with TDE, so good thing he changed his sound under them because we don't need another one of those two. I guess he do be going crazy. Oh, to put this out there too, Ray Vaughn is the lyrical rapper on the list. So all y'all dudes that say, you gotta pay attention to the bars, bro, y'all should be the main ones supporting Ray. This man said, having sex in my Rolex cause my time coming. I'll go incognito before I let a bitch hide something.
Having sex in my Rolex cause my time coming. I go incognito before I let a bitch hide something.
If you don't like that line, then you don't like good music, I guess. He has 5 projects, 3 EPs, and 2 mixtapes. In total, these projects add up to 35 songs. And I'm telling y'all now, he went 0 for 35 on these songs. I don't see the hype. All right, fine. I guess he got some heat in here. You know what? Nah, since this is the bar heavy nigga of the list, let me go ahead and show y'all which B Magic lines stand out to me the most. Y'all can determine for yourselves whether these lines are good or bad. The same ones that I was feeding ended up biting my hand. Got a drum on me like I'm in a band. Like my dad's cars, I ain't never ran. I know wins, I know losses. It made me cautious. They shot my brother in his head. That just made me nauseous. Could have left him out there dead and made me carry coffins. Cause the neighborhood I'm from, it happens very often. I just got a text from my granny saying I never call, but not the granny that I talk about in every song.
Nah, the granny that I called way back when I was 10 said I'm looking for my dad. She said don't call in here again.
Hey, no BS. Closer is the final song on the Projects EP, and I highly recommend this song. Now, I gotta get on his ass for this. He has a song called Bad Habits where he's channeling his inner Travis Scott. I instantly turned that off when I heard it.
Yeah, driving Porsche like a Toyota, yeah.
This entire Blame Summer project is him being experimental during his pre-TDE days. Dog sounds like everyone from Travis Scott to Tory Lanez.
But I've been out here dripping sauce, nigga. You know I ain't getting caught with her. You know what's happening with y'all hit her.
Some Ray Vaughn fans may say I'm not doing him justice with the songs and lyrics that I'm highlighting. But bro, this is a TDE artist we're talking about here. What justice is there to be honored? All right. The best songs from his Idol tape is the storytelling opener 10 Toes Down, about finding out his lover was cheating on him. Happy Deadbeat Day is about his deadbeat father. How Come You Don't Want Me, Man song. And him rapping about how he hates when people tell him his smile and his face is exactly like his pops. The third song, Dog, actually, let me stop capping. This whole tape is great. Like, this Idol tape was better than J. Fo's The Off-Season album. And I'm being so serious when I say that. The only issue about this project is that every single song is about pain from his past relationships or his absentee father. He does not rap about anything else on this tape outside of those 2 topics. On his The Good, The Bad, The Dollar Menu tape, I would say his best songs are Dollar Menu, East Chat. Heard somebody say that I was changing up. Imagine how I'd be if I gave a fuck. Ooh. Janky Moral Compass with Great Value Doja Cat is another highlight. The main songs I don't like on this tape were Flat Shasta and Miles Away from Heaven, solely because these sound like JID ripoffs to me. Like, he doesn't even sound like Ray Vaughn on these tracks. This has DiCaprio, Para 2 era JID written all over them. The final thing I'm gonna say, another thing he did on this project that I kinda don't like is that he does the voice changing thing that Kendrick does a lot. How K-Dot be changing his voice to sound more animated. Y'all know how K-Dot would be rapping like this, and then he'll switch it up and start rapping like this. I heard it's a West Coast thing in general, but it often comes off as biting to me every time Ray does it. Don't let my hatred for TDE fool you. Ray Vaughn is flames and absolutely deserves to be a freshman this year. And lyrically, yes, he is far and away the best lyricist on this list.
Click a D, clank, we don't shoot blanks. The money comes straight to my piggy bank.
Hey, dickhead, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my perky habit, bitch, this is my life.
First of all, let me say the fact that this man performed his XXL freestyle from jail is actually really, really cool. I laughed when I saw the trailer like most people, but then I started thinking, like, hold on, that's actually pretty dope that he still rapped while having to yell, God, God.
But Jaaybo has to be the street nigga of all street niggas on this list. He has 6 projects and every one is over 15 songs. I'm not about to listen to that much of his music, so that way I won't be influenced and end up in the same place he's in. So I kept my listening experience to the latest 2, The Reaper and Don't Trust Me. Before talking about which songs and lyrics I like the most, I will warn you that Jaaybo's music is super generic. It's really just basic street dude stuff. You can go to any state, any city, any hood, and you will find over 100 different people that rap exactly like him. And yet, he's still one of my favorite people on the list. Yeah. Only alive cause he a family man, be thankful for them kids. And if them children wasn't there, we'd be breaking in your shit. I like the flow he had at the beginning of Talk This Way. If you don't wanna die, I advise you move smartly. Jumping out the low with baby A and in the party, yeah. Shoot his ass in style, I'm gonna do it wearing Cardi. My bitch stay in the latest fashion, I think she a Barbie. Hoop session?
I done wet so many damn ops, I think it's time I treat my lungs better.
Bruh, not gon' miss again? I rock with this one too. If he's somebody that I want, I ain't missing him. We ain't gon' miss again. That RIP should have been by your name, you lucky bitch. The day we come through and don't hit shit, we just gonna come again. I could keep going. I don't feel alive, nigga. Have something happened in your life that made your mind switch? Came out the womb, I wasn't like this. Man, at times I don't feel alive.
In zombie mode, but I'm still gonna put my life on the line before I ever watch my nigga die.
His newest tape, Don't Trust Me, has songs that sound exactly the same as the first tape, and then other records that are more haunting and have a darker feel to it. The beats have a more Halloween sinister vibe, like sound on them. Like, listen to this. You got Suicidal.
Bro got that done for me, I love shorty. I caught a few North niggas without that gun on him.
Stand Over Music.
Rory World, I just slid for that nigga, man. Over casino, I was bouncing out that minivan.
Exposing Me.
Back to 2020, Jaaybo, I been on niggas. Free my twin play, got scenes with him, that's my clone, niggas.
That song, Exposing Me, had Vaughn off 1700 on it too, and that's one of my strong recommendations from Jaaybo. I damn near became EBK Amiri off of listening to that one. That song goes super crazy. Jaaybo is one of them artists you put on when riding around the hood, whether it's pain music or shoot 'em up music. I keep that Drake on me everywhere I go. I'm smashing hoes. I get paid thousands just from doing shows. I lost my dog to the streets, man, I miss my bros. He's someone that you just put on and ride in the whip to. If you own some donut shit where you're stealing cars or doing any other illegal activity, Jaaybo is someone you can bump for sure while doing that.
Yeah, no white flags but built that ass if you fuck with niggas. Benzo, you better step with Wante, you was running with him.
You see him don't treat me like a sucker. I wanna be honest, your friends wanna fuck.
Off of First Impression, YTB Fatt is just a poor man's version of Finesse 2 times. His appearance alone makes him look like Finesse, but once that freestyle trailer dropped and I saw he was doing the banging on the stool thing that Finesse did in his freestyle, oh yeah, that confirmed it. Complete ripoff. From now on, this man YTB Fatt will be known as Finesse half the time. So I was hesitant to listen to Half the Time's music because someone in the main comments video said that he be moaning on all of his songs. So I'm like, moaning? Alright, let's see what buffoonery is in store. I checked out his very first tape, Who Is Fat? And although it wasn't a moan, the first line that threw me off was him wanting to get his teeth blinged out by Johnny Dang so he can get more hoes. This line made me laugh.
Finna go to Johnny and flood my teeth, know the hoes don't wanna eat the skin out the balls.
I was over here like, if he talking about girls eating the skin off his balls, then I don't know if I can hear any more of this. This whole Who Is Fat tape, I wasn't impressed by anything. The issue is that it's super generic trap music, and unlike EBK Jaaybo that I rock with heavy, so much so that I almost became EBK Amiri, I'll be damned if I become YTB Amiri. It's not one song that I'm coming back to on this bitch.
I guess I will say my favorite song was Backstabbing. That was nice.
I'm calling your phone, why it's no else? I forget when I'm trapping like now, you be putting your phone on, do nothing else.
Crazy enough, the final 3 songs on the tape were some of the best ones. Bet I Whip It with Rob 49, Get Back, and Calm It Down were also cool, but off this project, Halftime instantly got put in that why would I listen to him when I already got blank category. Like as soon as I heard his song No Lover Boy,
bitch, shake that ass, show me cheeks and buns. Know your job, shake that ass.
I was like, dude, I can go to Boss Man on a download if I want to hear music like this. He just released a mixtape in June 2025 called The Fox Print. This just came out. Oh yeah, you can keep that. The second project of his I played was from summer 2024 called On Zai. And bro, mind you, this project came out last summer. On the very first song, he mentions being picked as a XXL freshman. The song, Oh Lord, he says,
this morning I just got picked for XXLs.
Now, I don't know when he recorded this song. He could have just been speaking it into existence, or they probably did tell him last year, hey bro, don't worry, we can put you on next year's freshman list. You're locked in. After the debacle with Lil Skies in 2018, I seriously don't put it past them to do that. Now, another thing that was said in the mean comments video was that half the time be rapping over classic samples and he ruins them with his whack rhymes and whatnot. I didn't even hear a classic song being sampled until his record with Rallo Rodriguez called Same, which samples Kale's and Usher's Same Girl. And yes, this song is where I was hearing a ton of moaning. This nigga half the time was on here like, yeah, we fucking the same girl. The fuck? Oh, damn. We fucking the same girl. Oh, shit.
We fuck with the same girl. The fuck? Damn. We fuck with the same girl.
There are other songs on the tape like Live It and Find Peace where he raps like, you never go top it. So I guess that's what people are talking about. Half the time is one of the more forgettable middle of the road rappers on this year's list. He not trash, he not, hey, turn that shit off. His music is cool. I would just rather listen to so many other people.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
This may come as some surprise, but I miss you. I can see through all of your lies.
YBN Amiri Jr., Bow Wow Jr., Lil Romeo Jr., Lil Tyler Jr. Baby Chief is already being clowned due to his age. But it's all jokes though, because it's very cool that Lil Man is doing something that he loves and having hella fun with it, as opposed to being a lost soul in the street or something. But because of his age, there are many lines from him that just instantly makes me not believe him. And I feel like he's just saying it because it sounds like a hard line, not because it applies to him. Like these lines on his song, Wonderful Time.
Too many guns in this car. I won't leave in a casket of no cuffs. I got a family to feed. I keep running from death.
I got a family to feed. I keep running from death. Kid, ain't nobody after you. You don't even look like someone that would have people trying to kill them. Like, don't you have some coloring to do? Couldn't you be eating some kid cuisines or something right now? Man's capping in his raps already. Or another thing, in his music videos, when he be posted up with the gang, they be wearing shiesties, pouring up a cup, doing handgun motions, having shots of Zans in the video. Blood really think he Kennard from The Wire. Somebody really needs to put BabyChiefDoit on Beyond Scared Straight, because I feel like I'm watching a parody video of some middle school boys that want to be YNs.
Now, Baby Chief, he's one of those people where I've heard his name before, but I had no clue how he looked. Apparently, he had a song that was huge on TikTok called Rollin'.
Serving the fiends, everybody getting line. Everybody that's praying on my downfall, let's see who make it to the finish line.
If you have a song that's hot on TikTok, it's pretty much a guarantee that Amir is not going to know who you are. I had no clue who Lay Banks was until she was a freshman last year, and she was big on TikTok too. One thing I definitely gotta give Riley Freeman his props for though, is that when he gets into his pockets of flows, he be in them bitches.
His Our Generation music performance, which was his song Am I Understood, when he spelled his name at the beginning, that alone can get you turned.
B-A-B-Y-C-H-I-E-F-D-O-Y-T, bitch. Z to the O to the O to the L to the I to the F to the E, bitch.
And then another song is Laugh at 'Em. I like this part right here.
I don't gotta pay nobody shit and I don't gotta answer the phone. I'm off drink, not trying to be bothered. Fuck my face, just leave me alone.
I don't gotta pay nobody shit and I don't gotta answer the phone. I'm off drink, not trying to be bothered. On my face, just leave me alone. I was like, okay, little Nick. Okay, little Nick. But Romeo has two projects, Animals Only and Zoo Life. Now, I have heard both of these in full, but for this entry, I'm only going to talk about the songs from Animals Only because both albums are pretty much the same type of rapping. If you heard one, you heard the other one. Now, the song Laugh at 'Em was on Animals Only. Some other highlights from this tape, his song with Star Bands called Too Slow. It's a cool track, but I'm sorry, bro. I know I keep harping on this, but it's hard for me to take this song serious because of how little the both of them are. Baby Chief and Star look like your little niece and nephews are trying to be rappers. This looks like alternative Kids Bop.
I don't leave out the crib, but I want chains on me. VIP walk in a party with that thing on me.
He did gain a lot of my respect off of one line from his song King of the Jungle when he said,
But when it's time, I'm knocking the fool. Boy, what the fuck is a condom? Why am I buying some shit that I won't even use?
I laughed like a mug when he said this. Yeah, having safe sex is crazy. But the worst song on this tape is the final song, Drowned. And Baby Chief himself was hyping this up. I watched his 20 questions video on Rap Addict, and he was asked how does he think his music impacts the culture, and he was like, it depends on the song. A song like Drown, that's me speaking from the heart, that's me speaking from real experiences. And I was like, what? That's the worst song on there. I'll be damned if I drown, I'll be damned if I drown. Ain't no way in hell you hyping that song up. You're not about to impact nobody with this. The last track I want to talk about is one of this kid's best songs, and that's Coolin', which is a collab with another 2025 freshman we already talked about, Zeal. I don't know what type of crack Plaque Max be putting in his beats. I was told he's the engineer, not the producer. I don't know. But I say that to say, I have yet to even hear a mid beat from him. Anytime this man's Max name is attached to something, the beat is insane. Coolin' has a beat switch on it, and both of them are hard.
Come on, nigga. You know that. I stopped doing drugs cause they make me bust quick.
I will say Baby Chief is really good from what I heard. I have no issues with him being a freshman. Even if he's someone I don't see myself regularly listening to, hey, I see why he made it to where he is. Dude repping Chicago in a big way. He be going crazy.
Ain't nothing real life outcome. Okay.
Same motherfucker you friend. Better watch that back door. Ain't no lean, but let that money slim out.
More stronger than Malibu. I'm just bumping this gangsta groove. Gangsta funk got me in the mood.
I'm going to say now, 1900 Rugrat is one of my least favorite artists on the list.
So one other thing I've seen is people say you are the white boss man D-Lo.
They said what?
They said that. What do you think about that?
I'm the boss man.
But another thing I have to say is, it's not because he's a bad rapper. Even the people on this list that I'm not fond of, like Half the Time and now Rugrat, they're still cool artists, and I see why people like them.
How old are you?
21.
Any kids?
Thank God I have no children. Careful, man. Wrap up. Safe. That shit important.
Okay, now I have even more of a reason to not like dog. Y'all niggas really be out here using condoms? Did y'all not listen to Lamar tape?
You use a condom? No. Good. That's my boy. That's my boy. Yo, never use condoms, son. They take away all the feelings.
Now, Rugrat is a Florida boy, so you know he got a song with Bill Capri. Rugrat's most known song, the track that blew him up, is One Take Freestyle, and Bill hopped on a remix to that. Honestly, I don't like One Take Freestyle or the remix because the beat is like obnoxiously loud. The horns that blur throughout the entire song, I didn't even like them that much on the original UOENO.
What a drug that I'm trying to clap only your company. I'm a Rugrat. I keep a Tommy on me.
Now, B-Rad only has one project, and it's his mixtape, Porch to the Pent, that he just put out in February 2025. It's 20 tracks long, and the opening song intro, that one was cool. Nice little opener.
No one around here made it. They supposed to 19 keep that 19 on them. Make your dumb ass face the payment.
But the song Bussin' Baby with Lil Yachty immediately messed it up. The song Bussin' Baby is completely carried by the beat. Beat go crazy, but Yachty was ass as always.
Not a pot scraper. I'm a thought taker. List of money, man.
After hearing just a few records, Rugrat's music is just about being a wild boy, popping perks, shawty got a fat ass, and a whole bunch of growling and screaming. You're going to hear a lot of yeah. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying this to dog his music because we need people who just make simple club, street, or for the hoes records. Hold on, speaking of Boss Man on the down low, Rugrat does have a song with him called Cheat Codes, and this is one of the more enjoyable songs he has, no cap.
Little hoe give me a straight jaw. Beat from the back, I'm pulling her tracks out there, pull her lace off.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Even the fourth song on this tape, Dying About Respect, this is hard. I was rocking with this one too.
And I'm still rocking bait camo. Pay 150 all cash for the Lambo.
Hey, I take back everything I said about me not liking dog, bro. This little white boy, he cool, man. He cool. Of course, I don't like every song, but the ones that I do rock with make me look at him in a different light. His first impression wasn't the greatest, but the more I played Porch to the Pimp, I started to like dog. He's like an evil Logan Reese. He cool people. Finger fuck the drink and let it scream just like a virgin. Come on, bro. Come on. Dirty ass cook. I got dirty ass soda. You ain't never hopped out that back seat. You just like to talk about it.
I've been in that field too many years. I ain't no rookie. I've been in that field. I'm no boss man.
Hey, B-Rad is actually one of my favorite people on this list. I recommend this whole mixtape, Porch to the Pimp. He did Chief Keef justice, in my opinion, because he said Chief Sosa was one of his inspirations. And if you're a Chief fan, I actually think you're going to love this mixtape. The beat variety is incredible. Like towards the end of the project, track 15, Molly Girl, track 17, Tender, and track 18, February 7th, all have different types of beats. But Rugrats' rap style is what makes all of these songs come together.
Cause I'm too fried. For that bitch so long, she might need to get her tools tied. Might need to unwind. For that bitch, damn again, bitch, rewind. I'm too hot. Bitch, I'm 3 hot. I just put up to the crib. Yellow Cartier, this shit look just like a beehive. I just put up.
I should've just mind my business. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I ain't tripping. I can give a damn.
The consensus I've been seeing about Eem Triplin is, why is he on the list this year? He blew up back in 2022, 2023. He should have been on one of those lists, not this one. Eem himself actually explained this when he was on Bootleg Kev podcast in early 2025.
When Kev asked him, since you've been known for some time now, why did you wait until 2025 to finally drop an album? And Eem's response was, in 2022, when he first came up, he would just focus on releasing single after single, music video after music video. He wasn't concerned with making an album. And then for 2023, he was on tour pretty much the whole year. He did a tour with Lucky, a tour with Snot, Bryson Tiller, and although he released his EP, Still Pretty, in summer 2023, he didn't really have the time to sit down and focus on making new songs for a project. But he created that time for himself in 2024. He locked in on making a full album, and that leads us to where we are today. Now, before talking about my favorite songs from his Melody of a Memory album that he dropped this year, I watched some video called The Insane Story of Eem Triplin. And first off, his story was not insane whatsoever. His come up was relatively normal. This was an overdramatic title. Dude started as a producer, linked up with Snot, and after doing a few shows, he wanted to go from an opening act to a main act. So he started doing raps himself. There's nothing insane about that. Because of his producer background, his YouTube channel is actually loaded with tight beats. There's way more tight beat videos on here than songs. But from that video I watched, I did find that his first song was called Cut Ties that came out in 2018, and hell to the knees off. This song was not it.
She don't understand why, oh no. I can't put up with these lies no more.
The good thing is that in my recommended from playing that song, I came across another song called Bounce Back, albeit super generic, but I would rather hear this over Cut Ties. This song actually sounded like Playboy Cardi's XXL freestyle, when Cardi was like, I just got a new hoe, that's my favorite bitch, ayy.
Why she bring that bounce back? Chopper where my house at. I just got a new hoe. Fuck her with a couch at.
Now his album Melody of a Memory, oh my lord. Oh my lord. One song that I heard on here weeks before I started working on this video was the second track, If We Being Honest. This is some very soulful roller skating music right here.
Cause if we being honest, I want you to want me.
You can keep track 3, Fiji, track 11 and 12, Tall Tales and On. Track 8, where he was naming his different female celebrities that he has a crush on, that was a good comedic record. Yeah, I only dislike the 3 tracks that I highlighted in red, but most of these tracks are decent, they cool. The best song on here is 23. Honestly, I think his Still Pretty EP is a better overall project than the album. For his EP, check out the songs Tell Me I'm Right.
Do you mind if I slide on the one time? Yeah, thighs on mine, the bun time. Block 9 if you fucking with the op.
And for sure, go listen to What the Op Said and What the Hoe Cried. Those are the best 2 songs on this tape.
I can't give a damn what the thoughts said. I can't give a damn what the I said. I said it's just my business. I don't give a fuck about nobody, I ain't tripping.
We have another deserving person on the list, man. People can say all they want. Man, he should have been on the list 2-3 years ago. What they choose him now for? At the end of the day, there are still thousands and thousands of people who have no clue who this kid is. And he just put out his first album. So I would rather him be on it this year than not at all.
You ignore my calls, you crazy. One time for the hoes I'm saving. One time for the hoes that hate me.
What I said earlier about GELO when I mentioned that he's the, alright, XXL, whatever, y'all got it, pick of this year. I think a lot of people will argue that that reaction applies more to Eem and the final freshman that I haven't talked about yet, more than it applies to GELO. Now, the only time I've heard of this kid is because of all the hate that he would get. Apparently, he's a white boy trying to rap like Future.
Tyler, the creator, said that exact thing. Unlike someone like Eminem or Mac Miller who had a genuine love for the culture, this Eem kid seems like he's making a mockery of rap, and it just feels weird.
Regular, like, Caucasian man, and he's like mocking Future and Gucci Mane, like, rap music, and like people are like, this shit hard. This is like weird.
Hate Eem or love him, he's certainly a white Future that's been getting a ton of love and hype in the past year and some change. According to Georgiana, Eem has a crazy work ethic, so I guess.
Who in the industry inspires you the most but isn't often in the spotlight? I gotta go with Eem because like his work ethic is crazy. I don't see much people that work like him.
Now, him having a song with Vaughn 1700, him having Marshawn Lynch in his music video for his song Figure It Out. Hell, his most popular song is called Magic Johnson. So yeah, any brothers out there that don't like it when white dudes get into rap, you gonna be big mad at Eem's whole existence. I had someone tell me that his song Hate Me is one of his best songs. I was skeptical since it involved Yachty, but yeah, sure. Hate Me is actually still a good song.
I don't know if it's smart I stay here. I don't know if I want that Maybach. I don't know if I find my way back.
But I decided to check out his 2 tapes. The mixtape Valedictorian, one of the worst mixtapes I ever heard. As soon as I got to the second song, Bentayga, this mixtape just felt so disrespectful to the genre. He was really on here ad-libbing like OJ the Juice Man.
Like my life depend on it. Fast cars, lunatics, jazz Louis V.
Sir, don't you ever disrespect Mr. C-Rings on like a basketball player. Freshman of the year like a basketball player. Hermes Sheets, Grand Slam are the only 2 songs I liked on Valedictorian. For a separate single, hey, the song Fit Check, Vaughn slid on that hoe. He did.
All in this shit. His bitch ass couldn't even step. I'm out drinking. He ain't finna piss me off. Keep trying to give me a belt.
On Goodbye Horses, Shit Sad with Chief Sosa. Unfortunately, this song is hard.
Baby, I swear we'll be just fine, but goddamn, you really know how to kill my vibe.
Another thing I would have to say is, I didn't have an issue with Eem when it came to the Goodbye Horses tape. The first 2 songs, Showboat Until I Die, I was like, man, you can give these songs to Yeet, they would be the same. But they're still decent. And then the third track, 3.5, had a humorous line in there.
I do a bitch like Joel and B. She'll never ever get a ring from me.
I gotta keep using this word when it comes to this man, but unfortunately, when it comes to Eem, I see why XXL picked him. We can sit here all we want and say, man, this kid ain't no real artist, he's just a caricature. And I understand why people think that. If 1900 Rugrat was the Logan Reese of this, then Eem is certainly Chase Matthews. But unfortunately, this kid has a lot of hype behind him. His songs are not, oh my god, terrible to me. I be seeing some of his shows and tours he be going on. Part of me is hating and going, wow, kids nowadays will listen to any damn thing. But at the same time, his music is not terrible. And I've certainly heard worse artists than him. Eem is not even the worst person on this freshman list. I'm taking him over Loe Shimmy, if we're being honest. Your opinion on Eem will solely be based on the perspective of a white boy making trap music. As you can see, he doesn't even look like someone that will talk the way he's talking. It indeed does seem like he's trying to act like other trap rappers to be cool. Whether or not you think that's racist, it's pathetic, or whether you just don't care and you say, hey man, I'm just here to hear some good sounding music. That will single-handedly determine whether you like Eem or not.
Fuck. This nigga is ass. LAZER DIM is ass. First off, He has the worst first name that I have ever seen a male have.
LAZER DIM's real name is Devokius. Your parents didn't even try, my dude. Devokius. The only name I've heard that's just as bad as this, it's the worst female name I've ever seen. When I was in the 9th grade, I met this girl named Carkesia, and I thought that she was bullshitting until I saw her student ID. Yes, her name was Carkesia. Black people, come on now. Even with this atrocious of a name, LAZER DIM is one of my favorite people, more so for his personality and how goofy he is. Before this point, I pretty much never heard his music. Anytime I see his name, he was involved in roasting somebody or dealing with the popos or something.
I'm out here with these bitch ass police, man. This nigga right here really a bitch. This nigga right here, he really a bitch. Y'all remember him? I'm out here with these bitch ass police, man, right here on the highway. These niggas the whole, of course I'm gonna record, what you mean?
Even the way he pronounces the words right here on the highway is funny. Right here on the highway.
Finna run another light on these nigga ass. On gang. Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. Ugly ass nigga. Hey, don't you probably look like Cuba Gooding? Ugly. Hey, you look like Jason Terry. That nigga, he just a bitch.
Now, for those who may not know, LAZER DIM is someone who does not take his music career serious at all. He is not a real artist, and he has admitted so multiple times. He's just a regular street nigga. He doesn't really have aspirations on being a big time rapper. He just does ridiculous stuff on the mic and people eat it up, so it's an easy bag for him. I'm saying that to say, although I like his personality and he's a very, very funny dude with his antics, LAZER DIM is probably the #1 worst artist on this list. And that's fine because he's not a serious rapper. He doesn't claim to be. And you can totally hear it. The nonchalantness, the laziness, him just BSing around. You can certainly hear it. When I play a lot of his songs, I feel like I'm listening to a Croc Gang ENT video.
The fuck they betraying online. I see the op, we running the fuck right down. Went on lucky shot, but I got luck. Seen 1, 2 come out the cut, I booked.
There was a rapper in the year of 2017 who was going by the name as Playboy Swag.
He has 8 projects, 7 mixtapes, and 1 album, and I decided to check out 2 mixtapes. His very first one, Foes Up, that came out in October 2019, and his last mixtape called Enjoy, spelled with an I, from March 2024. From his first tape, he has a song called Hype, where he's rapping in the most monotone, soft voice possible.
You better know.
I can't necessarily say disappointed because I never thought he was a good rapper, but dear Lord, this whole mixtape sounds like this. He's not even trying. You can tell he was on the mic doing this.
Yeah, fucking your hoe. We up to pole. Shoot at your dough. Even the skull. But your ass didn't know.
The fact that he actually recorded this and put this out, he deserves jail time for this. Nigga, we need to call Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jason Terry to come get your ass. I like the songs Needle and Love for the God, but they're not special songs that's worth recommending for real.
Yeah, get it, do it. Back in this bitch trying to climb it, do it. I start to room my diamonds, yeah.
The beat variety is non-existent. Every beat sounds the same. It's actually impressive how much effort he didn't put into this mixtape. I be trying to enjoy the ridiculousness of his rap style, but a lot of the times it's not funny, man. His freestyles and performances, I be wanting to turn them off halfway through. Like, what is this?
Shoot his fingers off his hand, no more gang bang. I know what talk about who I spend with a gang name. Nigga act like they understand my down language.
I found out before listening to the Enjoy tape that LAZER is a producer himself, but I don't care to look into which songs he be making the beats for and which ones he buys. But the opening song, Feel Like 2016, this is certainly one of the songs where he was carried by the beat.
I got some shit in my backpack for the low. You can't trade me, you can trade little bro. Big can't stay with me, open up my door.
But the only songs I liked were that one, Dripped, Bullshit, Ghost, One Line, Take His Lid Off. But none of these songs I like are even good. It's just a handful of songs where the beat is so nice that I don't mind his random ass rapping over it. I don't even know how to react to this kid's music. Like, honestly, his rap style is so damn strange and so out of the box that my head just morphs into a question mark when I'm listening to him. Like the track, Watch the Bad Boy. What am I supposed to say to this?
Watch the bad boy, you need to stand down right now. Watch the bad boy.
But that's why this kid is so mesmerizing, because you would hear some complete ass like that, and then the best song I've ever heard from LAZER is his song Mesmerized. This beat is so damn beautiful.
And I'm quick to up it on my hook. This bitch gon' solve my problem. Satisfied, I got locked up. 12 took my red bean.
Lazer Dim shouldn't have been a freshman. I think XXL went 9 for 12 on the cover. The only people that make me go like, hell no, they shouldn't be on here, or XXL, did y'all really choose them, is GELO, although he's arguably the most popular person here, but come on now, let's be real. Eem and Lazer Dim. So y'all know I tap into these lists every summer because I like watching freestyles, watching ciphers, and getting put hip to some new people. I've come to learn that most of y'all actually don't care about that. I'm actually speaking to everybody watching this video. I've learned over the years that most of y'all stop watching XXL because you don't have an interest in finding new artists to listen to. And the only reason why you was watching in previous years was because it was a super viral thing that everybody else was talking about. So you were just being a follower and going along with the crowd. But now that XXL's views have went back to normal, I say normal because XXL has never been like a super popular viral thing on the internet. That only happened after everybody was hating on the 2016 class. Before that, they wasn't getting millions and millions of views. But now that their views are back to normal, a lot of y'all stopped watching because there is no viral moment to latch on to. I have seen so many comments, and even other YouTubers, I have seen hella people that will look at this year's cover and instead of being intrigued by the rappers they don't know and giving them a chance and checking out their music, they don't even bother with that. They just look at the rappers they don't know and be like, Nino Paid, BabyChiefDoit, Loe Shimmy, 1900 Rugrat. Bro, I don't know any of these people. This list is so garbage this year, bro. Oh my gosh, I have no hope for this list. I'ma keep it a stack. Y'all people who look at the freshman list and y'all react like that, y'all don't recognize most of the people on it, so y'all immediately call it trash. You a bitch, bro. Like, you a straight bitch. Y'all come off as so ignorant and immature when y'all do that. Y'all don't even attempt to listen to the rappers that you don't know. I saw a comment somewhere that said, this class is worse than 2015, and that's saying something. GELO and Eem are the only rappers I've heard of. People like this guy is who I mean, bro. Like, you are a straight hoe. I only know Eem and GELO. This class is terrible. This is the worst class they've had in 10 years. So because you never heard Nino Paid, Samara Cyn, BabyChiefDoit, Vaughn, that makes it their worst freshman class since 2015. Maybe try listening to the people's music first, and then you can say whether or not it's a good or a bad list. Now, obviously, you don't have to listen to anybody's music. You don't have to listen to a freestyle or a cypher. My point is, don't turn around and blame XXL for that because you don't want to listen to something. That's completely your own fault. Now that I've listened to each person, as y'all see from watching this video, in terms of the quality of the music, this is the best list that XXL has had in a very long time.
Outro, outro, outro.